what's been crossing you recently is a burden that you feel you cannot put down because of whatever rules have been given to you, and because you believe that having this burden is the right thing to do. And by the looks of these cards, no, it ain't. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Now, this is a general reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Mars is worth a look at the moment. For whatever sign is in the title down below. It's the same introduction for all of them. There's a timestamp down below if you watch more than one, and you should watch more than one. You want to at least watch your Sun and your Rising, if not your Moon stroke Mars stroke Venus, especially because in ancient astrology the rising sign was the more important one. If you don't know what your rising and your moon sign is, there is a link down below to get yourself a free birth chart. All you need is the time, exact time, date obviously, and place of birth, which you can load that in and download the PDF. There's also a link down there to the Facebook group where you can see more effective notifications of when I post my videos, because not all the YouTube ones always go out, I gather. I don't get all the notifications of all the channels I'm subscribed to, but I'm subscribed to a lot, so I struggle to keep track sometimes. On that note, though, if you join the Facebook group, please don't let it prevent you from subscribing here. I'm a new YouTube channel, newish, I'm 5 months old now. So, yeah, I need all the subscriptions I can get. Anyway, this is a reading about the new moon in Aries that happened last Tuesday. They're late. We know the chaos that is going on in the world at the moment. These energies last, however, for a month long. And this is quite an essential new moon, with it also being at the start of the astrological new year. There's a lot of intention setting that you can do. And yes, the peak was at the new moon, but this is intention setting that you can create through the whole month. And with Saturn just moving into Aquarius, you can start things now and make progress now on things that will then calm down, or at least have the structure build up around them that you need while Saturn returns into Capricorn. And then as it pushes forward again at the end of the year, whatever you're planning now should really take off. That's the plan. We are in a very special time. We are in a very crazy time. No doubt you'll have plenty of time to watch all the videos of all your placements that you need, since wherever you are in the world, if you're not isolated at home yet, then you soon will be, but you probably already are. So good luck, everybody. Stay home. You know, there's... I know a few people will react going, they're not telling me I can't move around. Do it. Stay home. One, if you're into the YouTube tarot readings, enjoy the time of being able to look within. But more importantly, you could be a carrier and you can end up with spreading the virus in a way that will affect the elderly and the vulnerable. And you don't have to be that old to be vulnerable to it, and you don't necessarily have to be that unhealthy to be vulnerable to it, it appears, either. Anyway, move on. Back to the tarot. So it's going to be a Celtic cross, clarified, with some oracle cards. I'm doing a special thing for the new moon this time. I'm going to pull out my angel cards to see what angel is supporting us, because we all need that at the moment. Oops. And there I go, destroying my set. But I'm also going to pull out one of my demon-possessed tarot to see which goetic spirits can be supporting us at the moment. I will be looking at the god forces that are for and against us. Yeah, I've really said everything about the new moon and the intention settings. So I've also posted on my Facebook page a video from Achita Bava, formerly Richard Ellenbass, who has done a wonderful thing about the new moon. And there's a few other astrologer videos on there. This is a really important new moon. If you're into your astrology or want to know about it, then go and have a look, or just look up on YouTube, New Moon in Aries Astrology. This is a big, big time, and I don't have the expertise to explain it half as well as they do. But the question that I am looking at, I've called these readings Riding the New Moon, because riding the new moon energies, but I want to put the bit at the end about what the reading's about. So, yeah, riding the new moon energies through this month into the new year, whether it's Vedic astrology or Western astrology, it is the astrological new year. So, with no further ado, let me bring up the cards. Okay, Gemini, and welcome Gemini rising, moon, etc. from the timestamp. Now, if you are Gemini rising, this is happening in your 11th house. This is the house where the cosmos grants wishes, looks, friends, and social occasions. Although what social occasions means in the time of isolation and the coronavirus, we will have to work out, but probably means online. Now, you have the opportunity for change here. You have a lot of energy coming in for change. Spirit is bringing in the Queen of Cups, presenting you with a new way forward, which is adapting to, it's not just a stark way forward, it is a way forward that is receptive. It is a way forward that is taking into account your own nature, your own feelings, your own abilities and strengths. Because there is clarity coming for you here, and there is assistance coming for you here in the future. It's almost like, okay, I always feel like you've given up on something. You've completely given up on something, and you are waiting to see where to go next. And right now, to be quite honest, you're not listening about where to go next, because you're concentrating far more on what you've given up on. Bear in mind, that which you've given up on, there's two vibes that I'm getting here. So on the rare occasion out of these, because they're two different things, so I would say take what resonates and leave the rest for these two bits. If you are getting out of a bad relationship, now's the time to move, go, do it. If it's something else, be aware that this dream that you are putting down is something that you can come back to later if you want, but change is coming. The way you are looking at things needs to, the way you are approaching things needs to change. Not in a big way, but adjustments are required with a 3/4 moon, and the underlying card that jumped out on that is you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, which is hopefully when, by the time we get to Virgo season, the isolation will have ended. But interestingly, I'm picking up on what the Angelarium cards have said. We have Netza, the right leg of the tree of life with endurance, and then Zadkiel, the angel of mercy. Keep going. I think that is another thing that I need to say. Even though you have given up on a dream, and whether you've put it to one side or whether you've just gone, hey, I'm out of here, you're still not quite listening to all the signals or the messages that Spirit is bringing to you to say, okay, you don't want to be here. What about this? What about that? And we had a 7 of Cups. Yeah, it's not like you're short of options at the moment. You have recognised that there's an issue, there's a problem. But I believe that other people have also recognised your value, and which was opened up new opportunities for you. And it's almost like, okay, I know I don't want to do that one, this 8 of Cups that you've walked away from, but I admit, which one of these do I do? There is messages that will come through to you, but look for the one that gives you the most emotional stability. Whatever choice you are looking towards, you are gaining that emotional stability. You are gaining that, I declare my own kingdom. I declare that I am the ruler of myself. Because what's been crossing you recently is a burden that you feel you cannot put down because of whatever rules have been given to you, and because you believe that having this burden is the right thing to do. And by the looks of these cards, no, it ain't. No, it is not. It is not the right thing to do. You have been bamboozled and hoodwinked into it, because you were promised something that was better than wish fulfillment, something that is wonderful, wonderful home life, wonderful friends life, wonderful love life, emotional life, or work life. But there's been change running on the outside of this, and it didn't always... it hardly ever met up to what it had promised. This was supposed to be wonderful, and it simply wasn't. And you were having to balance too many things all of the time, where you just felt that you were wading through deep waters rather than celebrating the emotion that the King of Cups floats upon. And what was the other thing that I just got from that card? That you are wading through deep waters, and that, it's dark. You didn't know where you was going. Now, I feel that you still don't really know where you're going. You're just not going there anymore, but you don't know which one of these options to take. But there will be messages that come through to you, whether from spirit and synchronicity, or whether something a little more physical, a little more tangible, actually comes to you that makes you go, I could try that. I know it's only number 15 of my 30 options, but okay, let's spend a little time looking at number 15. Look at the option where you know you will get assistance. That is the option that is I feel that number 6 is important, and I don't know why. But the Six of Pentacles here is definitely someone helping you, and helping you to give you that clarity. But I do feel that because you've got to continue on, because you've got to be nice to yourself by sticking with the endurance, sticking with the don't give up now, then that's where, if you look at your options, you'll see, hang on a minute, but if I go that way, I'll get help. If I go that way, won't get help. Go for the one where you will get the assistance. That looks like the one that will give you the most clarity. Do not forget, however, that just because you're getting assistance, that you are not, that you are actually doing this yourself. You are not dependent on anybody. You are not reliant on anybody. It's that offer of help shows the direction to go. So that could mean if it's a job situation, for example, which, well, maybe, wishes, luck, friends and social occasions. Well, wishes can be applied to work. Oh God, I want to do something that means something to me. Go for that direction where there is a grant available, for example, or that that there will somebody who will be able to offer you that help, or somebody that will just give you a helping hand. Do not reject hands of friendship, but remember that you are staying on your own. Don't be attracted just to the party trap as a way of escaping this whole, my dreams fall into bits, or it means nothing to me right now. So like I say, if this is a relationship that you're thinking of leaving, leave. It's the right way to go. Don't let me make that decision for you, okay? Watch other readers, but essentially make up your own mind. But if it's something else, it's that offer of help that is the signpost that enables you to go, I will get the best results out of this. And you will. On the bottom of both decks is the Empress and the Sun. Happy, happy, joy, joy, as I've said in other readings. And the Empress is bountiful harvest. There is, and this Empress is definitely going, come this way, this way is the light, this way is the resources. She's acting as a guide to anybody and offering to shield anybody that comes her way. So, and straight under that, the Lovers card. So you've got to make a choice to go for this. But be kind to yourself, be merciful with yourself and say, right, this is where I'm going. I've been heading in this direction anyway. So yeah, you may have walked away from one dream, but you haven't walked away for the reasons that you pursued that dream or ended up in the situation that you're in. But it is time now to be flying free. It is a matter of your own health. You know, be nice to yourself. Use the qualities of Zadkiel, the angel of mercy here. But be nice to yourself by not giving up. There's just because you're walking away from the one dream does not mean that you are giving up on the reasons for that dream. I've said that already. How other people are seeing you and influencing you. We have the Temperance card. There is energy that some people are seeing what a fine line that you have to balance, and some people are keeping stuff from you here. It's clarified by the Seven of Swords. Maybe this balance that you have been trying to keep with this Ten of Wands card, the burden that you've had to endure because you felt it was the right thing to do, this balance is not everything that it needs to be. You can balance in a slightly different direction to get full benefit. You look at this Temperance card, he has a circuit of energy. What he gives out, he returns, whichever way the energy is flowing on that. But he is being, it's a statue, but it is being a beacon of balance, and it's a beacon of energy. Now, if you are doing all this balance and doing whatever you've been almost hoodwinked into carrying, and you are not being a beacon, you're doing the wrong thing. Because your fear is it's all going to be the same as it was before. No, you keep putting the work in, you will get the harvest. Here we've got wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, but in this Healing Light Tarot I'm really pulled to the number 9, so that whole matter of rebirth, especially echoed with this Flying Free card, and the Hermit. 2 levels. You're doing it on your own, as I think I may have mentioned like a dozen times already, but also you are finding that you need within you. And look at how this Hermit is working. Campfire in the middle of the woods. She is creating safely with a fire pit her own flame, purely out of whatever is available to her. So she is creating her own, she's able to access all of the resources that are around her. She doesn't need anything extra. All these options that you've got, you will be fine if you take any of them. This one with the offer of help is the way to go. Doesn't mean that you end up needing that help. It's just the one that you know it is there. Because I almost feel from this Six of Pentacles that there is a, I don't want to say parental, but a very warm, friendly force that is just like one of your old teachers from school that you are still in contact with because you know how good they helped educate you when you was growing up, and that they're just a nice person. You know, there's that wonderful feel of familiarity. I can't even say that, but of care being directed to you, whether you need to access anything physical out of that or not. That's everything. So yeah, you are going to be you are going to be standing on your own, but be nice to yourself. Do not give up now. Do not give up on the reasons why you had this dream in the first place. I think that sums it all up. So if this means anything to you, Gemini, comment down below. Please press subscribe while you're there, and the like button. It does help. In fact, do that for any readers that you watch. Subscribe to them and like the video that you like, because it really does help get the videos circulating around YouTube. There's a link down below for the Facebook group, if I didn't say that in the intro, because I can't remember what I said in the intro. Come and speak to me there and have a look at the astrology videos that I post. There will be more readings coming out over the next week, because I've now got a couple of days to actually sit and film them. All right? Cheers.